So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted the theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Blade, it's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Hi everyone, the hair so I just woke up. I should have finished watching this one last night, but I don't know. I had to take a break. So I was not interested into it, and I was waiting for this movie to come on Netflix or some other streaming service because I didn't want to go pay for it in movie theater. So this is from Adam Webb. Man, it was definitely a thing. Now, to tell you the truth, that this wasn't a superhero movie because it's supposed to be. It might have been a good movie. It was aiming for, like, I don't know, a regular action movie. Maybe fine. The fact is it's supposed to be about superheroes, and they don't wear their suits that never really, except for in Visions. That's what makes it bad. Okay, that's what makes it bad in my mind. And the fact that it's just another time where we had to look to see, hey look, there's Uncle Ben. Hey look, there's Mary Parker. Hey look, Mary Parker's about to give birth to Peter. We don't see it happen, but we see her break her water. Oh look, Emma Roberts is playing her. Man, that kid's gone old. She's no longer a kid. I think this is probably one of the first times I've ever seen that girl play when she's an adult now. Even in Scream 4, she was still technically a kid. So yeah. So I never watched 50 Shades of Grey, but I do know this girl who plays Madam Webb because I know that's who main character in that movie those movies are. And the only one I really know from, I might know what the actor who plays Ben Parker. He looks familiar in this. And then they make her motto very close to what Ben tells to Peter. It's like some other way of phrasing responsibility, but it's not the exact wording. Like, might as well just say, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, might as well say that. But it's not exactly like that. So yeah. So I can't even remember the characters' names. That's how bad it is. It says Madam Webb right there. So we have, I'll just call her last name's even Webb. So her mom goes to Peru when she's pregnant with her. She's looking for a spider, I guess, to cure her daughter. I guess because her daughter's gonna get sick and die young when she's born. Because we find out later on in a vision that the reason why she went to Peru was to save her, but it ends up costing her mom her life because the bad guy, Ezekiel, wants to have the spider bite to get powers, but he's not supposed to have them, so he gets cursed to get killed by 3 girls in the future who don't even kill him. So yeah, you just changed your history by going after them. You just die anyway. And these girls don't even have their powers yet. So, and the way he finds them is have some other lady follow like her police reports and cameras everywhere. And the fact that this movie takes place in 2003 and she drives right next to a Blockbuster. Now that part was one of the coolest parts. Okay, seeing Blockbuster. Because man, don't you miss seeing those buildings if you rely during that time period and you're watching this video, because I know, even though I was not much into going into them, because where I lived, we really didn't have any Blockbusters. We had all the rip-offs. Most of the ones we have are like families like open them up. We had one for video games and one for movies. So yeah. And then we had movie gallery for a while. So I never really used Blockbuster, but it was still nice to see one in this movie. She didn't fall into one, but she drove right by it. So she basically what makes her get this power is that she almost drowns from, because she's a medic, and so is Ben, and they go around helping people who are who almost died, stuff like that. She helps somebody get out of their car the car is about to go over on a bridge. Instead, she goes over in the bridge in the car. Ben saves her, and then she ends up getting the power then by starts seeing the future, and he brings her back. And now she can start to see the future, but she can't control it. How natural. And so she tries to save one of her a cop friend, or one of the other ambulance guys. And the people, I know this is supposed to be, I know this is a city, but usually when people are driving an ambulance, you're supposed to pull over. I guess they don't do that in the cities. Nope, they just don't do that. Because man, they just make this city way more not want to live in it. I mean, I already know I didn't want to live in Queens or any parts of New York because of what happened to Steve Buscemi. And he was just walking, minding his own business. Okay, I know I wasn't gonna bring this up in any of my videos, but I might as well, because I would have wondered what I talked about. Poor Steve Buscemi got punched in the face. Got a black eye for no reason. But let's go back to the movie, but that poor guy. So she's on a subway system, and she ends up running along, and she said she met all three of these girls. Like, we see her get flicked off by one of them, and she lives on the same apartment as one of them, and she so she pretty much knows all three of them in some other way. And she's saving all three of them here right in the subway. So their names are Julie, Anna, where's the third one? And Maddie. And she's saving all of them on the subway when Ezekiel chasing them and surprising them by crawling on the walls and going after and when one of them says, "I'm being kidnapped," that's why the cops start going after her, and she leaves them in the middle of the road after she takes a taxi driver's taxi car from him while he's out. Why do people leave their keys in the car? Why do they do that? They do this twice in the movie. You're supposed to take the keys in your pocket. Why is it they have to make getting the keys so easy? They always do that in movies. They're either already on the seat or in the ignition or inside of the sun visor. And she drives them in the middle of nowhere. I don't know that New York even had a middle of nowhere. How far? How is that car not out of gas? She drove that far. And she goes back home. Gets stuff about her mom so she can figure out what's going on. And try to come back and try to find the girls. No, they're gone. And they're at basically Denny's, but not a Denny's. dancing on tables to a Britney Spears song after she told them, stay put, but they get hungry. And this is where that trailer scene that you guys probably, that you watch the trailers show. So Ezekiel comes and takes them, and then, so basically, after they've been attacked like 3 times, she leaves them with Ben and Mary, and tells him not to let them go outside. And then she goes to Peru and finds out more about her powers, where she basically like, teleport her soul or something like that. No, it's hard. I'm not sure what that is. In 3 different spots, and then now she can actually control her powers by going to the water that she was born in. She, after that, Lee goes back home, and then she's able to control her powers really well. And she decides to have Ezekiel after we see May get her water broken and almost have her and Ben get pretty much killed. And they can't get killed because Peter's not born yet. And who's going to take care of Peter if Ben died after Mary dies in the future? After she gets them away from these two, who are supposed to be the actual important people in the future to Peter, she decides to have Ezekiel follow them to like a death trap. Basically, like using flares where there's a bunch of explosives. And it's like raining down on the 4th of July. In here. And so they're on a building. She calls a copter. The poor guy in the copter gets blown up by one of these explosives. And the weird thing is how Ezekiel dies. It's kind of funny. Because he has like shrapnels all around him. And there's like a Coca-Cola sign, a billboard thing, right above him. And the letters get like get exploded out. And the letter that kills him is the letter P. I am not kidding you. And then the whole entire thing falls down with Cassie. That's her name. Cassie falls in there, and she taught them how to do CPR. The 3 girls earlier, so they all without the breathing. Like every time they do the CPR, like, you do know you have to breathe into the person's mouth. I mean, I don't know about they do the chest compassion part right, but it's more than chest compassion. You have to breathe into their mouth too, and none of them are doing that. And this is coming from somebody who's never really done CPR, but all the other movies do the breathing. I've seen that involves that very thing. Even Back to the Future 2, where they said, "What's CPR?" Did that. And he says, "I know CPR." Well, he didn't actually do it, but because he started breathing before then. But yeah, you know what I mean. Well, it didn't do that. I just wanted to make that joke. So yeah. So that's when the movie ends with her parents adopting these 3 girls. I guess because all 3 of their parents had something bad happen to them, where they were literally orphans. And now she's blind. She had one of the explosives go off right in her face. And she still doesn't look like her cartoon, her comic book counterpart. I don't know. I only know it because I watched that old Spider-Man cartoon where she's supposed to be an elderly lady and helping Peter. So yeah, where she's voiced by Stan Lee's wife in that cartoon. So I'm probably gonna, and no end credits scene, so don't bother staying behind it during credit scene. Thought there would be one for that Craven show that comes out in December that keeps on getting delayed. This one got delayed too a lot, I think. So I'm probably gonna give this one like, well, like I said, if it was a regular movie not a superhero movie. Might be a different score. But since it's aiming for a superhero movie, it's gonna go down. I'm probably gonna give it like 5. To me, that's not watchable. And I don't know. I suppose if I was I was trying not to laugh at how dumb this is. But yeah, does this turn me off to not to watch Craven? I don't know. We'll see. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, subscribe, and just go watch this on Netflix if you already have Netflix. And then you're not really paying for it, but you know what I mean. So, bye bye.